And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
When two parties cannot solve a dispute, Community Court is there to solve the problem.
All rise for the Most Honorable Judge Kenneth Vicarro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of unusual. We have an international case in my courtroom today. Don't usually deal with affairs. Well, I guess that's not totally true, is it, Cliff? We get all kinds of cases in here.
No, we've had Putin and Kim Jong-un, and yeah, I feel like Judge, you take care of whoever's going to show up and needs help.
Yeah, I guess so. Don't get many local.
No.
Like family disputes or anything like that.
No.
These are always pretty big cases.
Well, they go to the best.
Oh, okay, Junior. All right, you're cute baby with a growth hormone issue. I mean, Junior just isn't growing. I don't know what to do.
No, maybe you should get that looked at.
Junior, he doesn't like the doctor. That's his thing. Doesn't like the doctor.
Well, he's not going to like being 2 feet tall when he's full grown either.
Well, you tell him that yourself. Oh, there's that smile.
Yeah. Boy, you heard me.
We like that smile, don't we, Junior? All right, let's get to it. We have today an issue with well, let me just we've got Zhao Rui. You're president of the Chinese Smokers Coalition.
That is correct.
You represent the interests of the smoking population in China.
Yes.
And you have a complaint. If I'm understanding it, I mean,
I do.
All right. Would you like a glass of water? Cliff, could you get Mr. Rui a glass of water?
No, thank you. I have a very special device that I need to install before I can consume liquids.
All right. So, ixnay on the otter way. Going to our defendant.
What did you just say?
Oh, that was Pig Latin. I was just saying.
Oh.
Nix the water. Forget the water. Cancel the order.
I only speak English and Chinese, Mandarin specifically.
Oh, all right. Well, cool. Anyway, and then we've got Mr. Clarence Zedong.
Hello.
All right. Now you are actually responsible for a new policy in China, banning smoking in indoor facilities, restaurants, bars, pool halls, etc. And if I'm understanding this correctly, Mr. Rui, you're saying that this is throwing off the balance of chi. It's sending yin and yang out of whack for the entire nation.
That's correct.
And so the government is meddling where they shouldn't.
Yes, they are involved in forces beyond their control.
All right, so we're going to need to explore what exactly you mean by that, and then Mr. Zedong, you're going to need to justify such a policy in light of the argument that Mr. Rui will be providing.
Judge, I brought you custom fortune cookie. You want to try?
Sure, I can go for a fortune cookie, but that does not sway my judgment. All right, so you need to get to the facts.
Just want to bring good relation to the United States with fortune cookie.
All right.
You try?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. This is a typical tactic employed by the Chinese government. I should have expected nothing less.
Judge, would you like to have mushu pork? I brought extra mushu pork.
No.
No?
No, I would like for you to explain this policy and why you are putting it, why you're enforcing it.
Well, hold on 1 second. Perhaps maybe you want to have absolutely finest Peking chicken I can make for you.
Gosh darn it, I'm not hungry. No, get that duck out. Cliff, confiscate that duck.
Hey, there are no exotic animals allowed within the confines of the courtroom, sir.
Now, Mr. Zdong, I will find you in contempt of court if you keep offering me or anybody else in this courtroom any more food, all right? This is not your restaurant or something, all right?
I'm sorry, just want to bring kind gesture from my people of China. This is the most prized chicken we have in our country.
How about, Mr. Zdong, you bring some logic to this courtroom and explain what this policy. Why are you banning smoking in indoor facilities?
The reason why is because we receive pressure from Hollywood. Hollywood pressure did say we should not allow smoking in our buildings.
All right, well, Mr. Zong, you're going to have to do better than that because, peer pressure is not an excuse.
Well, it is an excuse when you have to look at the bigger picture of China. No one want to come to Wall because it's too polluted outside. No one want to come to Beijing Olympic and run race because it's too polluted outside. But if you come inside where it's nice, clean air, then maybe you come to China and you stay there and spend many, 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 many dollars of yours. Want chicken?
All right, that's a lot of conjecture, and you said maybe a handful of times. Now, I want to go over to Mr. Rui.
Yes.
What is this policy doing? Why are you bringing this complaint to court?
There are both spiritual and metaphysical and practical effects of this policy that will harm China in the long run.
All right. Could you elaborate?
Metaphysically, the presence of smoke only out of doors is upsetting the balance of the universe. There is an overabundance of happy, buzzed people outside, whereas inside people are depressed, and that balance is upsetting the universe such that indoor spaces are becoming chi blocking.
Your Honor, I'd like to address that point, if you may like me to. First of all,
you better not mention any food.
No, but I brought also duck.
Get that, Cliff.
Yeah, sir. I told you there are no exotic animals, wild animals, live animals, period, allowed here in the courtroom.
Get those ducks out of here. Mr. Zdong, I swear, one more time, you bring a live animal or make an offer of some tasty dish, I will throw you out of court.
Well, let me explain that duck bill soup go great with Peking chicken. Everyone think it's Peking duck.
What is your deal? Why do you keep pushing food on me, man?
You look hungry.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry.
But you so skinny. You no fat like Buddha. You look hungry. Anyway, I want to address point two that Mr. Zoe said about the balance out of the universe. We create the universe. Communist China under Mao, we create the existence of the universe. So it's what we say, what we do is what brings balance to the people of China.
All right, I gotta ask, are there any statistics? Is there any supporting, is there any supporting information for this?
Hey,
Cliff! Jeez Louise!
Mr. Zedong, okay.
Put him in handcuffs.
Why you do that? You tie me behind chair.
I told you. You bring any live animals in here, I'm gonna throw you out. Now, I'm doing you a favor right now.
Okay, then I apologize, but the supporting facts and statistics are clear. 80 to 90 million people died during the communist revolution.
All right, can you cite your sources? I mean, Or are you just making up numbers right now? Because I swear, you strike me as the type of guy who will just make up numbers.
Typical government official.
You might want to check Wikipedia. It is always true fact. We have 80, 90 million Chinese people who died during the Mao Revolution. Therefore,
what does that have to do with it?
It was a conscious decision with blood at that time to set the Chinese government as the yin and yang of the universe.
Mr. Rui, what are the practical effects beyond the metaphysical stuff? And don't get me wrong, I totally dig that. All right, I do some stretching, to get my chi flowing, but what is the practical effect? I mean, unless we can narrow down some concrete evidence of harm or infringing on the livelihoods of people, you don't got a case.
Well, there is the symptoms of blocked chi, which are paralysis and bad nose hair growth. But more practically, because of the excessive smoke and pollution outside, the air is out of balance with the indoor air, so that whenever anyone opens a door, the imbalance of pressure, much like opening a vacuum in space, sucks all the air outside, and the polluted air gets sucked into the clean indoors anyway, and people then are slammed up against walls by the force of the gusts.
All right, I think I've heard enough. Mr. Zedong, I've heard enough.
Judge,
all right, that's it, sir.
Judge, let me read your fortune.
How did he slip out of those handcuffs?
Judge, your fortune say this is very important before you make ruling.
Oh my gosh.
The fortune say, if you make right decision in favor of Chinese government.
Of Chinese government, okay.
You will die in a meteor shower.
I will die in a meteor shower. All right, well, I'll take that into consideration. Thank you. Jeez Louise! That's it! You two, you're turning my courtroom into a circus, and I don't appreciate it one bit. Mr. Zedong, I sentence you to 10 months intensive meditation and an ascetic lifestyle, all right, in Nebraska.
Can I still eat fortune cookie?
No!
No cookie?
Mr. Rui, I sentence you to a statistics class and a physics class, all right?
Okay.
All right.
I have always wanted to continue my education.
Well, good. All right. My gosh. I don't know.
Judge,
go for it.
Maybe these international cases are getting to be a bit too much for us.
And you know what? I don't know Chinese law.
It's a very good point.
So I'm out of my jurisdiction on this one. Junior loves it when he sees me get humbled by, law. All right. Well, court dismissed.
The verdict has been made and the court of law has spoken. Tune in next week for another fascinating episode of Community Court.
Listen to the Win podcast from the KZKO webpage or find their show streaming on YouTube. Stay tuned for Talking Points with Shabazz Davis.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with another exciting segment for Win on KZKO The Vibe.